It's time for your Pick'em Pros starting lineups. First, from Warrenville, Illinois, the winner of Season 1's NFL picks, the host and head coach of Pick'em Pros, Derek Thompson. From Raleigh, North Carolina, the Carolina Panthers homer and back-to-back NFL picking champion, host and picking guru of Pick'em Pros, Diego Thompson. Please welcome from Wendell, North Carolina, Lamar Jackson and Los Angeles Lakers apologist, Pick'em Pros sports analyst Christopher C. Payne Davis. From Glendale, Arizona, the princess of Pick'em Pros and award-winning sports storyteller, Pick'em Pros athlete correspondent Brianna. Now, coming to you from a sold-out Kings in North Hills. Make some noise.
Making plays is our profession. Do it big, it's now or never. I got game like I'm moving clever. We be reaching on different levels. Never breaking, we hitting the pedal. Right on time, we riding on schedule.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derek Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house with a special episode of Who You Got, father-son dynamic duo, along with our guy Christopher Davis. How y'all doing, Raleigh, North Carolina Kings? What's up? Man, woo. First of all, thank you so much for braving through the storm. We got hit with a storm out of the blue. We lost power, so we were scrambling, but we have everything back here. If the resolution gets a little fuzzy, it looks crystal clear right now, but it was fuzzy as of like 5 minutes ago. So if it gets fuzzy again, bear with us, dealing with the storm, but everything is great. But big shout out to everyone that makes Pick'em Pros go. There are so many people behind the scenes. Big shout out to our camera crew in the house, Aaron, Chris, and Justin. Big shout out to our camera crew. Big shout out to everyone working the gate. We got Jamila, we got Bernice, we've got LD, we've got, see who else we got here? We have, big shout out to our DJ EJ. Yes, the official DJ of Pick'em Pros. Oh man, nobody does it better. And just thank you to everybody that makes this happen and go. And last but not least, big shout out and thank you to Summer, who handles, all of our social media, our graphics, our thumbnails, everything. And also Jocelyn, who's in the building tonight, drove up from Virginia. All right. How you doing, my man?
Doing good. How about you, man?
Man, doing great, man. We are back at Kings, episode 132. We're going to make history tonight. We have so much that's going to happen tonight. Yes. You want me to go ahead and give the rundown?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we are going to talk NBA playoffs. Who's watching the NBA playoffs? Watching? Yes. So we've got our guy, Julian Heggie, who's going to talk to us about the Boston Celtics. Yes. Can't wait to have him on, talk NBA playoffs. We have, who's heard of Power Slap? Yes. Man, let me tell you something. Power Slap is one of the fastest growing sports out right now, and it is 100% addictive. I have started watching now because of our guy, Devin Jenkins, who's in the building, y'all. Oh my goodness. He's going to educate us on the sport, dispel some of the myths that are out there, and and if somebody's willing to come up and take a slap, we might be giving away some Super Bowl tickets. We'll see about that. All right, we'll see about that. Oh, my goodness. We also have, a high school rising star out of Ravenscroft who I've pegged as going to the league. All right, Mr. Jaylen Mickles. Put your hands together. Yes. I've nicknamed him Baby Deon years ago when he was a 7th grader. All right, it's my guy. Okay, we also have world sports traveler, who's going to bless us today, and he's been to every single baseball stadium in the major leagues. He's given us his top 10 stadiums. All right, Stuart Marshall, put your hands together. Yes, my guy. And we're also catching the game tomorrow, so we're blessed to have that. Okay, and then we're going to make Pick'em Pros history by having our first athlete high school athlete is going to sign his letter of intent to his college. Put your hands together for Mr. Jeremiah Henson. Yes. Yes. That's right. He'll be joined by his dad, Chris Henson. So it's a great, yes, please put your hands together for him. It's a great father-son story, and it just really tugs at our heart. You know, you all know the relationship that me and Diego have, so it'd be cool to have both father and sons up here, so that'll be a special moment. We're looking forward to that. And then, oh my goodness, last but certainly not least, we are going to close the show out with a fire performance, all right? You came all the way from upstate New York. Put your hands together for Tommy Nevo. Yes, here. And he's also will be joined by Jonny O, host of Whole Shots. Yes. He has some original music that he's going to play for us, but then we're going to close the show out with the Pick'em Pros Anthem remix. So they've remixed our song, and we're going to close it out with a banger. All right, well, let's get this show started. Okay, so Diego, let's start this thing off here, my man. Let me get my right slide up. And first, man, I gotta mess with you a little bit because we're in the midst of the NBA playoffs. Okay.
Okay.
And you know, you picked the Golden State Warriors.
Yep.
And you know, you've picked them before, right? I accused you of being a homer. Okay.
I'm just not a homer. It's just a fact. Like,
it's a fact.
it's a fact.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, they're tied 1-1, and they're about to play at 8:30 today.
At home.
At home.
Two games at home.
How do you feel? Are you still confident? What's your confidence level?
I'm still confident. Jimmy's got a chance to play, and as long as we got Jimmy in the lineup, I think we got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will give you I normally don't do this, all right, but I'm feeling generous. We've got so much energy in the building today. You know, I'm feeling like a good father, right? We got Chris up here, another good dad, so I'm feeling generous. So I will extend a one-time olive branch offer to you, okay? If you want to change your pick and go away from the Golden State Warriors because you realize that they're really not going to win the championship, I will not hold it against you. I will let you change your pick right now.
Not taking it. Nope, not taking it. Believe in my team.
You believe in your team?
I believe in my team. Jimmy's not hurt too bad. He might play. You know, and he's going to fight through the pain, so we're good. We're good.
All right. I tried. I tried to see parents out there, you know when your kid is going down the right path. You know what I mean? So, you know, I tried as a father to help, but I can't. Sometimes you just have to let them go through it. You know, so you're just going to have to suffer this pain, man.
We're not suffering any pain. Nah.
All right. Okay, man. Well, you're sticking with it. We're going to see what happens. Well, let's bring up our Pick'em Pros analyst. All right, you see him on every show with us every week in our studio on Fridays. Please put your hands for Mr. Christopher Davis. Yeah. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Doing good. How's everybody doing tonight?
Chris. Now, man, I got some text messages from my family about you today. Yeah. And they said, make sure you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. Because if you don't know, Christopher Davis is a big-time L.A. Laker homer.
Yes, sir.
He said throughout the regular season that he wasn't going to pick them for the NBA champions, but we knew when it came down to it, he would. Okay, because like my wife says, I know you better than you know yourself. Okay?
We're not incorrect. I am going for still. Yeah.
So man, you're down 1-2, my man.
Well, I mean, great LeBron performance. Luka got a stomach bug and couldn't muster up a flu game, and yeah, it was bad all around. Bad turnovers. Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels really doing their thing. I expected Ant to do his thing, but not Jaden McDaniels. So, you know, we'll see. Long series, though. First to four. First to four. Okay. Luka's ailing a little bit. All right. I guess, yeah. Diego, go ahead, my man.
Yeah, maybe you guys shouldn't have made the Luka trade, man. Who knows?
All right. Well, we're back to this again. I'm just saying, did we know that his stomach would screw up in a big playoff moment? No, we did not. And in other games, he has carried us. Now, I do think that we did underestimate the Timberwolves, and I feel like we were looking so far ahead, the Lakers in 5 meme, all of that kind of, I feel like jinxed us a little bit. But, well, hey, let's see.
Yeah, that whole Lakers in 5, there were a lot of people saying that, and it's been a little rough.
Yeah, been rough for a lot of people saying Lakers in 5, just not going to lie about that. But
For sure. All right, my man. Well, yeah, hey, it's once been said, defense wins championships, but we'll see.
Offense and having one of the greatest players of all time definitely helps too. So let's see.
But hey, LeBron he put up some big numbers last night. What did he do?
Yeah, like 38, right?
Yep. Yeah, 38, hit back-to-back threes, and I was like, oh, we have a chance. And then, it just all fell apart.
But now with 5 minutes left, because it was a tie game.
It was.
With 5 minutes left, it was anybody's game. That was a game that it looked like the Lakers might pull off because they overall weren't playing well. Yeah. And it was tied with 5 minutes left. That's one you definitely want to steal. But credit to Ant-Man. Yes. He hit a huge three coming out of that timeout, and they didn't look back.
And my thing, I was thinking about this during the game last night. We might have to start giving Ant a legend killer nickname because this is starting to get crazy. I mean, what he did to KD, what he's now doing to LeBron and Luka, it's getting scary. So, and I like that moment in between where like Ant is like laughing with LeBron, and it felt like a passing of the torch. Yeah. Now, I still want to be the Timberwolves, so we can't get a little too fresh. But I'm definitely excited for the rest of the series.
All right, okay. Oh, you know what? So I'm gonna extend the same offer to you. Okay, same offer to you that I extended to the other. Again, I'm feeling very generous with our crowd here tonight. Okay, so I'm going to extend the offer to you, my man. One time, you can go ahead and change your pick. So you can get off the Lakers train and you can pick somebody else to win the championship. You want to take it?
I think... Apologies, Lakers in 6. We are going to the championship. We're winning this whole thing. Let's go.
All right.
6 games, baby.
I'm trying to help y'all. Okay.
We're sticking with our teams, man. We have faith in our teams.
Sticking with your teams. Sticking with your teams. All right. Well, both of you guys may or may not be bounced out of the first round. But I know who will not be bounced out of the first round. Me and my guy, Julian Heggie. I know he is not going to be bounced out of the first round. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and bring in my man, Boston Celtics guru, I will say, okay? Spent a lot of time in Boston. I believe he was born in Boston, but he'll school us on that. I don't think there's anybody more knowledgeable about Boston sports, especially the Boston Celtics. So let's bring our guy, Julian Heggie, on. Yes. Here we go. Yeah, I got some company. Yeah, see, we're flanking y'all. We're on the corners here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let me go ahead and put my chain on for the team that I picked. Yeah. All right. Yes.
Cavs all year, but all of a sudden, playoffs comes around. Exactly. And the Cavs are actually playing really well in their series. That's all I'm saying. But,
yeah, they are.
It happened yesterday, man. You want to talk about yesterday?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it. We're gonna give it to our guy Julian. See, I can sit back. We've got the expert. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. So, it's going to be predictable what's going to happen in the playoffs. Boston's going to come out of the East, right? The Lakers are not going to get out of the first round. Like, I could tell even when he was saying that, he really didn't believe it. You can look at him and tell he really didn't believe that. And that's okay. I understand he's got the hat on. He's got to represent. But Celtics are going to be, coming out of the East. Cavaliers look good.
Yes.
Can't dismiss them, but we got experience. We've been here before. It's just getting to the point to where it's money time in the finals, Eastern Conference Finals.
All right, yeah. I agree. Now Tatum took a bad fall, and he has that wrist injury. But how did he look in game? They listed him as doubtful again, but I guess he surprised everybody and played. What's your take on
so
that?
he sat out game 2. They took care of business anyway. He did play in game 3. I think he had like 36. Okay. For the game. So, but, Orlando came out. It was their first game in Orlando. Right. So they came out a little extra aggressive. So, we didn't take that game. So we're up 2-1 in the series. But it's all about just winning 4. Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a sweep. It's all about just getting first team to 4 wins.
That's true.
Goes to the next round.
That's true. So I picked the Boston Celtics to win the championship this year. But for this round 1, I felt they would have a little bit of bump. I didn't know that Tatum would hurt his wrist, but I picked them to win. I just had a funny feeling they were going to win this first round in 6. So that's what I was on record for there. And now that they dropped one, maybe 5, 6, but I don't see it going past 6.
I don't see it going past 6. Honestly, I don't see it going past 5.
Okay.
It's mathematics. I mean, you take care of home court. They did that.
Right.
You get one, and away in Orlando, we got 2 more shots at that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And then you come back home, wrap it up.
So who do you have the Boston Celtics playing in the Eastern Conference Finals, and who do you have them playing in the championship? Take us all the way through the playoffs.
So in the Eastern Conference Finals, it's going to be Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland is tough. They're up 3-0 right now. They're killing Miami.
Yes.
So that will probably be a sweep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get through Orlando. And to be honest with you, it may be a little touch and go. Like, Boston is kind of like that old reliable car. It doesn't look too pretty sometimes, but they get the job done.
Right.
So even if Orlando does go 6, we'll come out of that. We'll probably face New York in round 2.
Yeah.
That'll be fun because we always enjoy beating up on the Knicks. That will probably be a sweep just because we get up for New York and taking them out and bringing them misery. So take care of New York, and then it'll be on to Cleveland in the finals, Eastern Conference Finals. I think with Cleveland, that'll probably go 7.
Okay.
Because Cleveland they played us tough all year.
Right.
It's a bona fide team, top to bottom on their roster. Donovan Mitchell is a beast. So that'll probably go 6 or 7 games. But I think we'll come out in the end, again, with the experience, right? And then in the finals, it's in the West, in the NBA finals, it's going to be OKC. OKC is, they're killing it out there.
Yeah.
So I think that series will also go 7. I think we're going to, repeat as champs.
Yes.
OKC, as good as they are, they don't have experience on their side. So for that, I think we got, the advantage in that series to come out and repeat.
Okay.
I can't speak for next year.
Yeah.
But for this year,
Yes.
that's how it's going to go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That'll be something. Yeah, that's exactly what I picked, OKC and the Celtics.
Well, that's not going to happen because they got to get past the Warriors. So, yeah. And Jason Tatum, he scored 36, but he could have easily scored like 50. Because late in the game, all he was shooting was step-back threes.
Yeah.
Step-back 3 after step-back 3.
Yeah.
He kept missing them. It was like, keep trying something. Just try something different.
Yeah.
Like, they could have easily won that game, but he just kept taking too many bad shots.
He does take a lot of bad shots.
And they were missing Drew Holiday, so that was a big part. That was a big piece.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's a huge
they still could have easily won if Tatum took better shots.
Okay.
You know how it is with Boston. Sometimes, when you know you're better than your opponent, sometimes you play with your food. That's what he was doing. They play with their food. So they dropped one in Orlando, and I think they only lost by 2 points.
True.
So it could have gone either way, right down to the wire. But again, Orlando's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
They got to watch that. They got to watch playing with their food because they might lose one of these series doing that.
Yeah, but it's always depends on who you're playing. So they get up for certain teams. So it's not that they disrespect Orlando.
Yes.
But they pretty much feel like they're the better team and they can get through Orlando.
Okay.
I think they'll be more excited to play the Knicks.
Yes.
Just because it's New York.
I agree.
And we love to put our foot on the necks of New Yorkers.
I agree.
Right? But so I think that, you'll see the level of play increase for round 2. And then certainly Cleveland, you got to take them seriously.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get you out of here on this one. Got one final question for you. Okay. Miss Olivia, live under par. Does she get her golf game from you?
So, of course, she gets all of her good traits from me, right? I mean, that's how it works in our household. So I'm going to say yes to that, even though I've never picked up a golf club and swung, but, of course, she gets her talent from me.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Julian Heggie. Yes. Thank you. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to our next topic. We are going to move on to Power Slap. But before we do that, we've got a quick intro to play here. All right, here we go.
No, I I told you wasn't gonna do shit, bro.
Oh, dang.
All that is
All
bro.
that talking, huh? Ain't have too easy.
What's good?
Tavares Jordan.
I pick 'em like a pro, Global ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, Global ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the halls.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Devin Jenkins. Yes. All right.
What's good?
My man, we're finally doing this, man.
Yeah, man, I've been excited to talk about this, let people know what's going on.
Yeah. So, man, the sport of power slap is must-watch TV. It's the fastest growing sport out there right now, and you are clearly doing your thing in the sport, so we're really excited to learn more about power slap through you. But now we have an autographed jersey here. So everybody that is following Devin, we are going to pull a name here at the end of Devin's segment, and one of you will get his autographed jersey here. Okay, so we're going to pull that at the end. But again, one of the fastest growing sports. Just tell us, how did you get into this sport of power slap, and what was your reaction when you saw your first match?
I would say I got into it the same way that most people got into it, like Instagram, or most people see it through Instagram, right? And I was just sitting on the couch one day, and I was like, man, I could do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have a background of powerlifting, national powerlifter. I played JUCO basketball. I was in the military, so I was like looking at the way people were doing the sport, and I was like, this could be done better.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know I could do it better. So that's kind of what intrigued me about it the most. Plus, I like contact sports.
Okay. Yeah.
So do you remember the hardest slap you took, and what was your most satisfying slap?
I would say that I haven't taken my most hardest slap yet.
Oh.
Most of the stuff is, honestly, it looks worse than what it really is. And I would say that my competitors, they need to step up their game a little bit. Most of the time, I'm just getting fouled. Like, I've been hit in the neck, I've been jammed in the eye, I've been hit palm first, and all of those are fouls, right?
Okay.
So I'm still waiting for, the hardest hit. I still don't think I've got it yet. And as far as satisfying one, I'm still working on my technique a little bit, So once I get my technique down, like I've gotten it from the first time I competed till now, big difference. And I think that once I get a first-round knockout, that will be my most satisfying slap. It ain't happened yet.
Okay. We'll be watching for that. So, you mentioned that you haven't taken your hardest slap yet. And, we see your training videos on Instagram, and you're doing some insane training and working out with your neck. We see you pulling weight with your neck and all of that. How much would you attribute that to you not taking your hardest slap, so to speak?
I would say the training is the most important thing. Yeah, I wish we had some of those videos of me training with my neck and slinging around kettlebells and stuff like that.
Yes.
But how does that apply to?
Yeah, does that allow the slap to not really impact you as much because of all the training?
Definitely. Your training in any sport is the most important thing and the thing that protects you. And because of the neck training and the jaw training that I do, and a lot of core training also, being able to brace, stabilize your head and neck, that's like a big part of the defense.
Okay.
That's why I ain't got it yet.
Okay. Because when you take the slap, right? I know like you may want to turn your neck, but what can you and what can't you not do when you're taking the slap as far as turning your neck?
You can't turn, and you can't raise your shoulders. You can't do anything that affects the slap. So as I'm coming, if you raise your shoulders and I hit that first, or if you bring your head away, that's a flinching foul, right? And it kind of is childish in a way, which that's the part that I like about it. You get 2 for flinching.
Yeah.
So then you would go to get a hit again if you flinched.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. So with that, then also I think many people, another rumor is that most people probably think that the match ends with somebody getting knocked out. But that's not true. It can go to judge's scorecard like a boxing match. You want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. At the end, say that one more time.
Yeah, so, I think a lot of people think with power slap that it ends with somebody getting knocked out.
Right.
But a lot of times it doesn't. Can you kind of explain what happens when you go through the rounds and both people are still standing?
So there's a scorecard.
Okay.
And also fouls, depending on how many fouls you got. So say if you did 2 fouls and you're still standing at the end of it,
right,
that could go against your final scorecard.
Okay.
Am I too close?
Not sure. Tell you what, let's take our question. We have someone here in the audience, and then we'll go to Diego's. So, yeah.
What goes through your mind?
Let's turn mic 4 up a little bit. Here we go.
Okay. What goes through your mind right before you slap someone as hard as you can?
I would say I'm not really focused on them. I'm focused on what I'm supposed to do training-wise. Like, I'm focusing on clinching and biting down into my mouthpiece and also bracing my core and watching, like, their hand as it approaches my face. Like, all of it comes down to, like, a split timing decision. So that's what I'm focusing on, like, doing my training so it happens naturally.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
What's your music playlist like before you get ready for battle? Like, what's getting you hyped?
So, I listen to all kinds of music, honestly. Might shock you a little bit, but like right before, I'm listening to like some Sade, like Erykah Badu, like something very smooth, right? I don't want to be amped the whole time, right? And I just want that adrenaline to come out at the time that I need it. So it's like smooth listening. Like during my training, I may listen to like some like harder stuff, you know, like hip hop, rap, like even rock sometimes. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. That's what the music kind of determines.
Yeah, I feel you, because that was the same way with me when I play ball. I listen to something calm and cool, like, because I was already amped, so I was trying to get myself calmed down. So that's what the premier athletes like me and Devin, that's what we do, man.
Might be just Devin, I don't know.
All right. So, Devin, would you say that there are, people out there that don't take power slap, seriously? And what are some of the myths out there in the world of power slap?
I would say when you don't understand something, then you may have a fear about it, and the more that you know, the more that you understand, the more enjoyable it becomes. So if you're looking at it and like, yeah, it's just 2 people up there slapping each other, then of course you're like, this is stupid, right?
Right.
But if you're looking like, oh man, how is he going to set up to strike this person?
Yeah.
Is he going to use more of like how a baseball player would set up, right? In a wide stance, or like a golf stance, like more narrow, right? Is he going to throw his hand with like a straight hand, or is it going to be like a bent arm, or like there's so many intricate details to the sport, and once you understand those, just like you do football or basketball or boxing, because you understand the rules so much, that's why it's entertaining.
Got you. Okay. Great.
So if you had a power slap dream match between like celebrities, other athletes, or whoever, who would it be between?
Wait, am I slapping them?
I mean, it could be.
Okay, if I'm slapping them, I say The Rock. I would like to go against The Rock. That would be interesting. Slap that bald head. We both bald. Make it happen. As far as seeing 2 other people slap each other, like in my division, I don't really care to see that either. I guess that's kind of it about that one, man. I don't really want to see anybody else get slapped unless it's like for sport. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're in there, you're getting paid, you're getting money, then it's cool. I don't know about the rest of it.
Yeah. All right. So what's your mindset right before a match? So we know, okay, you're listening to Shedeur, you're listening to something smooth, kind of, calming down a little bit. But right when you step into the arena there, and they're determining who's going to slap first, just what's your mindset going in?
Very internal, like internal dialogue with myself, positive self-talk, telling myself I can do this, and going over like my technique and things like that. Okay. Not really focused on the crowd or boos or anything that I've heard like that. It's really like locked in, the best way to describe it. And I think that helps me perform, so it doesn't matter what environment I'm in. I'm always having that good, positive dialogue.
Yeah, go.
So what's something people would be surprised to know about you, like outside of the ring or stage?
There's a couple things. I'd say I was in the military, right? So I did a couple deployments to Afghanistan. I was a combat engineer, which basically, you ever seen that movie Hurt Locker before?
I haven't seen that one.
You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen the Hurt Locker. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
Like finding explosives, IEDs.
Yeah.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, you ever heard of those like silver sneakers classes, right? Like group fitness classes,
yes.
right? I used to instruct those, right?
Okay,
So
right.
I've been in the fitness space for a really long time, doing everything from group fitness, like the body sculpt, you're doing weights and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, with all the moms and stuff, I'd be in there in my hot shorts and long socks. And honestly, getting it, man. So, yeah.
Right.
A little bit of both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. So you are a trainer. So how do you balance being a power slap athlete as well as being a trainer?
Well, I've set a good training business for myself where I don't have to work as much. I pretty much work from like 5 a.m. to like 2 p.m. and that's my day. And then that gives me a lot of time for myself, honestly, because it goes into my nutrition, my sleep regimen.
Okay.
So I take a lot of daytime naps, my training regimen, and then also just like recovery. Like I do a lot of stretching and massage and what else do I do? Like leg compression boots.
Yeah.
The recovery aspect is one of the biggest parts, and that does take up a lot of time. But also I hope to, by leading by example, doing all those things myself, that I inspire my clients to also be like, hey, he's doing it. He's not having me do nothing that he's not doing himself, right? And, help them get closer to their goals.
So what's your ultimate, speaking of goals, what's your ultimate goal in this sport of power slap? What's the ultimate goal for you?
Well, being number one.
All right.
Really, that's all that matters to me right now. Being number one in my sport and the accolades that comes with that and the recognition that comes with that, and holding that for as long as I can, but also leaving the sport better than when I started, so that the athletes are understanding about all of these things that you have to do, the nutrition, the sleep. That's what makes a well-rounded athlete. It's not just getting up there and slapping somebody, or if you play basketball, shooting, and it's not just football. It's everything.
Right. All right. Well, we understand you have a autographed jersey that we're going to give away. So we'd love to give that away. So can we get the raffle bucket? You bring that on up, Jamila. And meanwhile, while we do that, you know what? Can we do a little demonstration and show?
For sure.
Come on, y'all want to see a demonstration how power slap works? All right, come on. Let's get on up here. Yeah, we'll just sit that right there. Come on, Diego. Where's the other mic? You got the other mic there? The other mic here. All right, okay. So let's see. Devin, why don't you, let's go here. Diego, why don't you come over here? All right, over here. All right, so they can see on camera. Okay, So, all right, we're up here now. I understand that they have to have their hands behind their back, right? Yeah, that might
holding a, there you go.
Okay.
You're holding a stick behind your back, right?
Okay.
You have to put your shoulders down.
Okay.
Shoulders have to be down.
Okay.
Right? Chin has to be neutral right here.
All right.
And your hips have to be slightly touching. There's a little podium between us, right?
Okay.
So that's what they'll have you touching there. And as me, the striker, they'll ask me what hand and count that I want to go on. Usually I go on 1.
Ooh.
And that's like you measure, right? You get a good
I don't have no time?
You get a measure in,
Ooh.
and then from here, I'm going boom.
Ah.
That's one, right?
Okay.
Or you could do 2 or 3, and that would be like you do 2,
Yeah.
boom, and then go on the third one.
Okay.
Right?
Now, and I understand there's like 3 people behind the person that's getting slapped.
Right, yeah. And those are the catchers.
The catchers.
They're just to make sure that, you don't fall incorrectly or anything like
Okay.
that. But as this person, what people don't see is they're bracing their core, right?
Okay.
And they're clinching down on the mouth guard.
That's right.
And they're kind of in just a small shrug of the shoulders, and that helps protect the head and the neck. A strong neck is really important, honestly.
Okay.
It helps keep you centered.
Yeah.
And that's the defense, right? So they're not just standing there taking a hit. It just happens so fast, it's hard to see.
Yeah.
And then we go back to me, the striker, right?
Yeah.
I got my feet planted. We got to be parallel together, right?
All right.
And then I say I'm going on 1. He goes, good. I get my measure right here. Right? Then I'll go here. Boom. And
Okay.
follow through. I can't pivot my foot, right?
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to leave my foot planted, which makes it hard because you usually pivot for power.
Right.
Like almost in every sport, right?
Okay.
And I can't hit him palm first, so I can't go here, right? I have to hit hand and palm
Right.
at the same time.
Okay.
I have to hit below the eye here
Yep.
and above the chin here, and I
Okay.
can't hit your ear. So really, it's this small
Yeah. Yeah. That's a small target.
Yeah, golf ball size target that you're
Yep.
trying to hit with all your power.
Okay.
And that's why it is difficult because it takes accuracy, power, and timing.
Right.
Just like any other sport.
Man, that's wild. That's wild. Do we have any volunteers to be my catcher? Y'all want to be my catcher? Y'all want to see me take a slap? Y'all can do it? No. Okay.
Yeah, no.
You're gonna okay? I have a catcher. I have a catcher. All right. All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and draw. So Diego, you want to come up and let's draw. Let's see who's gonna get this jersey from our guy. All right. Oh, there you go.
2960045.
Say it again.
2960045.
Ooh. This jersey gonna be worth some money, so you give it a couple years, it'll be worth some money.
It's about to be number 1. Let's pick another one. We got a winner. Oh, Tatum, Jason Tatum. All right, let's grab that jersey. Okay, that's it. Yes, Tommy, our rapper performer of the night. Yes, that jersey.
Let me go ahead and sign it so I can personally.
Yeah. Let's bring the pen. Let's go ahead and sign it. All right, love it. Yeah, but you have to take a slap if you're gonna accept that jersey, Tommy. All right. Love it. There we go. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Devin Jenkins a big round of applause. Let's follow his Instagram. Let's follow everything that he's doing. We're going to get this gentleman to the #1 spot in Power Slap, and you got a bunch of new fans, my man, so thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
I appreciate it, and help the support for the followers really helps. Thank you.
That's right. All right. We'll be back. Okay. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, that was wild. I think I could have taken that slap, man. I really think I could have taken it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think I could have taken it. Yeah, D, you ain't that tough, man. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, hey, y'all ready for Christopher Davis again? All right, you can do better than that. You ready for Christopher Davis again? Come on, Chris, come join us, man. Let's talk a little NFL draft. All right. So, man, wow, I think the draft has finally concluded.
Yep.
So, Diego, man, kick us off, man. What happened with Shedeur Sanders, man? I thought he was going top 3, first round.
It ended up going round 5, pick 144 to the Cleveland Browns. So that was a shocker.
Wow.
Yeah, I think NFL GMs just wanted to humble him because he came in, he had a lot of confidence, so did some controversial things.
Yeah.
Colorado. So yeah, but he finally got picked. So
okay,
good for him.
Finally got picked. So Chris, where did he go finally?
He went to Cleveland, and it's weird because they drafted a quarterback before him,
yes,
just to kind of like spite him. And then you see the coaches and the GM's face when they draft Shedeur. It wasn't necessarily a face of excitement.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, even though the NFL did seek out to either humble him or humble Deon, which I think is a very bad move PR-wise by the NFL, because now everybody's going to compare every rookie quarterback to what Shedeur could be or what Shedeur is going to be. And again, you now just lit a fire under one of the more confident players in college football. So it's going to be very exciting to see where his career goes from here. But I just watching the draft, I was just in shock. Like, there was 4 or 5 teams. I was like, y'all need a quarterback. Y'all are just in spite of your team. And I've never heard of Tyler Shuck until, yesterday. I don't know what happened with New Orleans and that, but that was crazy.
Yeah.
Drafted a 26-year-old, guy who only started 20 games in college.
Yeah.
So
that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. I can't believe that. There was so many other places that I thought he would go. And I'm shocked about the Steelers, though. The Steelers,
they got a quarterback in the 6th round in Will Howard, but it's time and time again. And they were the Steelers were oh, we had a good visit and all this other stuff. And then that just, I don't know. I don't know if it was the GMs, everybody just say hey, we're just going to wait to draft this guy so he can learn a lesson. But if you're just doing that in spite of your team, I don't think that's good business for the NFL at all.
That's rough. Well, let's transition to the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
All right. So, man, you are both Carolina Panther homers.
Yes,
we got any Carolina Panther fans in the house? Woo! All right, come on. We are in North Carolina, the Cackalack. All right. So, Diego, how would you rate the Panthers' performance?
A performance from the Carolina Panthers, getting Tetzerula McMillan in the 1st round, best receiver in the draft, and then getting 2 edge rushers. One of them's name is Nick. Other one's name is Princely. I forgot their last names. Just kind of learn them a little better. But I've seen their highlights, watched them in game. They're really good edge rushers. They're going to help us a lot. And, got some other people. Got a receiver from Colorado, Jimmy Horn Jr. Got a lot of other good pieces, Got a D-tackle.
I do like Jimmy Horn Jr. I like that. I like that piece. Admit to that. Okay, what about you, Chris?
I'm giving it a B+ because we didn't get corner help, and that's been an issue. And because again, we can have all the pass rush that we can have. We're just relying on JC back there, and we already know how Diego and me feel about JC. So it's
Man, we got JC and we got Mike Jackson too. He's good. He's pretty good.
So we don't need anybody else. And the fact that Tampa just loaded up on 2 very good wide receivers as well.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, we're fine. And JC was supposed to be so good that we don't need any corner help. We have JC. He's supposed to be so good.
Nah, that's not true.
Yeah, we paid him like he was top tier.
Okay, and how often does he get hurt? Let's just say.
Why do we pay him?
We paid him because we're the Carolina Panthers and we needed to keep defensive talent. However, we still needed another corner. So it's a little dicey. So I would say B+. I love the additions to the offense. I love us getting more pass rush. But I just wanted at least 1 corner. And the safety we got is very good, hard-hitting. I appreciate that, but I felt like just 1 more corner for depth would have made this an A+ draft.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. But yeah, I like Horn Jr. I like that pick. But yeah, the others I'm gonna have to see.
Yeah, I expect this to be a more hard-hitting team this year. Like run defense going to be really good. Okay. Short passing game we should be able to cover, but the long passing game, and JC is known to struggle in red zone, so we'll see about that.
Okay. Well, Leggett did have, I think he had surgery, so hopefully, we'll be catching those long balls and you'll be fine.
We drafted T-Mac and we drafted Horn Jr., so I think we can trade Leggett. We might need to get rid of him.
All right. Well, we will see. Well, we can't wait for the NFL season. The schedule is coming out in a few weeks.
Yep.
So,
May 12th.
Yes, May 12th. May 12th. Can't wait for NFL. All right. Well, hey, man, Chris, thank you. Man, we will be back with you on Friday, diving deep into NBA and NFL when we get back in studio, man. So we can't wait to see you there.
Let's see if the Lakers come back and win this series.
Yeah. More than anything, I'll really be waiting for you regarding the Lakers. So, yes.
All right, can't wait to see y'all on
Many of us
Friday.
will be waiting for you.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to see y'all on Friday.
All right, cool. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we in a minute are about to have, speaking of the NFL, we are about to talk to might be the next Travis Hunter, lockdown corner and a great receiver, right, with blazing speed. So we are going to talk to our guy, Jaylen Mickles, but before we do that, we have a little video that we are going to play, and then when we come back, our man will be joining us on set. So we'll be right back.
Come on, Jaylen. 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 Come on, Jaylen.
Return for a Ravens stop.
Next stop is here.
You're not gonna catch him. You're not catching him. You're not catching him. You're not catching him. You're not catching him. Throw a flag on that. Throw a flag on that.
I don't think you're catching him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from Ravenscroft here in Raleigh, North Carolina, put your hands together for Jaylen Mickles. All right. Finally, man. Welcome to the show, my man.
Thank you. Glad to have the opportunity here to speak with y'all, man.
Yeah, it's great to have you, man. It's been a joy, as a dad, to, see you grow up, man. I've been watching you for many years, since middle school.
Yep.
I've always been impressed by you. You've always just been great. Diego knows it. Everybody knows it. I named you Baby Deon early on. Because I see a lot in you, and you definitely have a great work ethic, and it's a pleasure to have you here on the show. But, Diego, I'm going to kick it to you, man, for the first question.
Jaylen, so tell everyone a little bit about your journey and how you fell in love with the game of football.
It all started in the living room, man, with my parents and me watching the NFL superstars on the field on TV, and they realized that I was so focused in the game as a 4 or 5 year old, and I was so focused in the game, and I wanted to be there one day and started having fun with the game, started catching the ball, So, yeah.
Nice. So, again, you play defensive back and you play wide receiver,
Yep.
Okay? What position would you say you enjoy more, if any?
I enjoy defensive back more, picking the ball off the quarterback and returning it to the house, and I've always loved playing defensive back, especially in my early days playing flag football. Always having an eye for the quarterback. see what he's throwing to. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, you definitely take it to the house many times.
Yep.
Definitely. So going into next season, what part of your game are you working hardest to improve?
I've been going to trainers with DB trainers, having my footwork ready and hip movement, and also been in the weight room, strength and conditioning coaches, helping me get my strength up, and when me on the field, getting my conditioning up so I don't get out of breath as easily, so I can play the whole game, all 4 quarters. So, yeah.
Yeah, because you're on the field the whole time, so I know it definitely takes a lot of endurance to do that. So who are some of the NFL or even college players that you may look to and maybe model yourself after?
Ever since middle school, I always looked up to Jalen Ramsey, cornerback. Even in his Jacksonville Jaguars days, he was always that man. He could lock up anybody, any receiver he wanted to. Even at his Los Angeles days, he was always that man, still top in the league, he was just always that guy who could guard anybody, and that's what I want to be. I look up to him. So, yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And what's your mindset like going into a big game? Are there any pregame rituals or any music you listen to?
I always have my beats on, man, listen to rap music, and when I do in the locker room or even on the way to the game, I always tell myself, man, none of these people can guard you. You can stick anybody on the field, whether they're tall or faster than you. I can always play with them, even play better than them. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you go to Ravenscroft, it's a very challenging school, clearly, and you play 3 sports at Ravenscroft. So, man, just how do you balance? And then in the summer, I know you're playing 7-on-7 and you're training. You stay busy. So how do you balance academics and sports?
In school, I try to have all my homework done, go to my teachers, ask them many questions on how I can get better at this, and then I get help with the homework. And then during practice or after practice, I go home, finish that homework, and then after that, it's just a 7-day routine, man. Always going to classes and teachers, So, yeah, they really help me a lot, man.
Yeah. So you have a great support system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very.
So what are your personal goals for this upcoming football season, first season on varsity?
I want to have a great season stat-wise, hopefully 3 to 4 interceptions, and at least 2, 3, 4 touchdowns maybe as a starting receiver. And I want to get looked at by our coaches, college coaches, start getting recruited this year. So, yeah, man. That's my goal.
All right. I love it. Well, speaking of goals, we'll get you out of here, and then we have a question from the audience here. But before we take our question for the audience, so we know those are your goals for next year.
Yeah.
Just looking down the road, you may or may not want to look too far ahead, but do you have any aspirations beyond high school? What's your aspirations later?
I want to go D1, hopefully, play football, and then have a great career of all 3 or 4 years in college, and then hopefully make it to the NFL.
All right. I love it. Any particular, I know you can't pick your team in the NFL, but any team you want to play for?
Carolina Panthers, man.
There we go.
I've loved them for many years.
There you go. So here it is, Carolina Panthers. I know they've been struggling for years, but when they get this man, they may finally get over the hump and get to the Super Bowl. Yes. So we're going to speak that. We're going to speak that into existence, my man.
Yep.
Yes. That's what we want to see. All right. Well, we have a question from the audience, Debbie.
Hello, Jaylen.
Hi.
When did you realize that football was more than just a sport for you?
Around the age of going into 7th, 8th grade, I took it more serious. I took it more serious as a sport because I knew it was more hard work, and my parents told me that if you want to go D1 or wherever you want to go, you have to put more work into it than just playing the game. Go to school, get good grades, go in the weight room, get your strength up, and really practice all to build your craft, And yeah, that's what I found out.
Okay, I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
I know you have bigger dreams of wanting to go to the NFL, so what do you think you could possibly bring to the table that'll make you stand out against some of the other recruits?
I'm gonna be a lockdown corner, man. No one can get past me. I'm gonna shut down anybody you want me to shut down. I'm faster. I have better hands. I can press up on them if I want to. So yeah.
Confidence is key, so I believe in you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I love that. Confidence is absolutely key. I love it.
Of course.
Well, hey, Jaylen, man, it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
We're rooting for you, and you have many more fans that will be following you now and following your career.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, best of luck to you. Put your hands together for Jaylen. All right.
Tavares Jordan.
I pick 'em like a pro, Globotron ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, Globotron ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, so yeah, that was, man, fun to talk to your teammate there, man.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah, proud of Jaylen. So we'll be looking out for him. So that's one of the cool things about Pick'em Pros is years from now, when you see people go on to do big things, you know, this will be the first. Many times this will be the first time you see them. So that's going to be cool. All right. Well, we are bringing together another great guest, as you just saw in the promo. We have a gentleman here that has been everywhere, has worked for many teams in professional sports, has been to all the stadiums in Major League Baseball. There's not many people that can say they've been to every single stadium. So this gentleman has flown in from Florida to visit with us. Put your hands together for Mr. Stuart Marshall. Stuart, what's going on, sir?
Hey, how we doing?
Man, it is great to have you. So, wow, we have been linked together for a while. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you win the first March Madness bracket that we had?
I believe so. I host one myself, and I like joining others when I'm invited. So,
yes.
Sounds about right.
Yes, that is great. Yes, so not only, you've been to all the baseball stadiums, you traveled all over the world, but you also know your college basketball for sure for winning that bracket.
Yes,
all right. Yeah. Well, we definitely want to hear, since you've been to every single stadium, we wanted to get your top 10. But within the top 10, because I know that was very hard for you to put that list together, okay? So I believe you have 3 honorable mentions.
Yep.
So why don't you go ahead, and I have the graphics here, so I can show a graphic from each one. Why don't you go ahead and take us through these top 13?
Sure.
All right.
So I think number 13, we went with Petco Park.
Yes.
Are we doing PNC?
Yeah. Let's go, let's see, PNC.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's do it. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sharp-looking stadium. They got the Roberto Clemente Bridge in the outfield, and a lot of excitement out there right now with Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
Big name, up-and-coming prospect. The Allegheny River out there in right field's quite a highlight of that stadium, and I don't know if you saw the highlight from last week. Someone actually took him yard out there out of the stadium.
Oh, wow, no.
So for big name Paul, someone was able to take him yard. But Pittsburgh's very cool. Kind of heart of the edge of the Northeast right there.
Right.
Starting to head towards the Midwest. It's definitely one to catch.
All right. Okay. All right. What's your next one? Next honorable mention.
We'll go Baltimore.
Okay. All right. Let's. Baltimore, Orioles Park. Yeah, Diego, I believe we walked by. We haven't been to that stadium, but we walked right by it.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. It looked
really
like
cool stadium.
Got all the brick around there. But tell us about that one, Stuart.
Yeah, so old school stadium, a lot of history in Baltimore there. It's an excellent town. If you're into crab and some local eats, it's a sharp place to be.
Yeah.
It is close to the D.C. area too. Not to bring in their stadium as well, but there's plenty to do in that area there between D.C. and Baltimore.
Okay, all right, that's another. And then what's your 11, next honorable mention?
Yeah, so I do like Petco Park a lot. You can't beat baseball in Southern California. There's always good weather out there. And
yes.
With a lot of these cities, there's plenty to offer outside of just the stadium. Got the San Diego zoos out there and the beaches. So a lot of times, too, with me being into traveling, it's not just about the stadium. It's about just the whole city experience. And San Diego's got a lot to offer.
Yeah.
I did want to pick that over the LA stadiums.
Yes.
Even the Dodgers, they can have the winning, but I think Petco's sharp.
Yeah, Petco sharp. Diego, I know that's your team, man.
Yeah, that's my team, yep. Happy to hear that.
Yeah, and that's another one that we walked by. We were in town, and they weren't playing, but
right
we
there,
walked by
yeah.
it. Oh, it looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's get into your top 10. What's number 10?
Yeah, so I went with San Francisco.
Ooh.
I think it's hard to narrow it down to 10. I said cutting out 9 was easy, and then trimming it down from 21 to 10 was difficult. I went with San Francisco. So a lot of historic home runs there going into the bay, and the fans chasing them down on the kayaks and all of that.
Yeah.
My dad brought home a shirt from the 2007 All-Star game.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. I was there prior to all the way back when it was AT&T Park. And
Oh, that's right.
Now I think it's got the same name as the Warriors, right, with Oracle?
That's right. Yeah. Well, their last one. Yeah. Yep.
So they're always flip-flopping.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's just cool, the Coke bottle out in left field and the glove. Just some iconic memories.
Yeah. Okay.
That stadium.
All right. So that's 10. What's 9?
So contradicting to the jersey that I'm wearing now, as I was introduced with the Red Sox jacket, I'm going to go with the Yankees.
Ooh.
Stadium. So been to the old one and the new one.
Yes.
The new one's sharp. Of course, that's an organization that has a lot of money.
Right.
And they certainly crafted up a good ballpark there. I always keep saying history, but that's one. The Yankees go way back. Monument Park is certainly iconic. They had it in the old stadium. They've got it in the new one now.
Yeah.
I've got a highlight for a couple more food items. This one in Yankee Stadium's the steak sandwich with au jus.
Okay.
Little pricey being in New York, but
I bet. About how much is it?
it's got to be probably mid-20s.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Good gracious.
It's not like Mercedes-Benz Stadium with the Falcons. They do a good job with the fans about offering good prices.
Yeah.
So, the Yankee Stadium, not so much.
Man, wow. Okay, that's good to know. I did not know that. All right. Okay. What's your next one, Stuart?
Then I'm going to go with the Phillies.
Okay.
And the reason for that is it's very like a tall stadium.
Yes.
When you think stadium, like I mentioned the Dodgers before, it kind of goes out a little bit.
Yes.
This one's kind of towering.
Yeah.
I like the way that they have it set up there in Philadelphia with all of the stadiums and arenas being right next to each other. So you have Lincoln Financial there, and then where
That's
the
right.
76ers and the Flyers are playing. It's cool having that. You gotta get a Philly cheesesteak. I think that they have the coolest mascot in the league with that Philly fanatic.
Yeah,
So
they do.
Philadelphia is definitely one to catch, and close to Baltimore too. A lot of these you can you can knock out at the same time if you map out the schedule the right way.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And I have been to that one. So that's one of those in the top 10 that I have been to. Okay.
Yep.
What's your next one?
So then I'm going New York Mets. So I did grow up in Connecticut, so I've had the ease of being able to get to some of these stadiums more often than not. I knew it originally as Shea Stadium, now it being Citi Field.
Right.
Just seeing a new stadium, very similar to Yankee Stadium. Money put into it. The Big Apple's awesome. Like if you have the opportunity to check out New York City.
Okay.
You think about when they hit a home run, the apple pops up in the outfield. It's a cool experience.
Let's check that out. Yeah.
Not quite for yourself yet, being under 21, but they have a good beer selection out there in center field for all the adults in the crowd.
All right.
So that's a must. Grab at the game.
For sure. Yeah. Okay.
And then this one, I really prefer the top 5 here.
Yes.
But this one is easily a top 5 is the new Atlanta Stadium. We talked about this on the phone.
Yes.
Just about, not necessarily the stadium itself, but the surrounding area.
Okay.
They have restaurants, shops. They have places similar to this where you could bowl or do I think I was Googling it before and it jogged my memory like a Top Golf simulator.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of like pre-game, post-game items, and when you go in there, it's one of the newer ballparks.
Yeah.
So a sight to see for sure. Atlanta's a really good sports city.
Yes, absolutely.
And it is one. I kept all domes and roofs off of my list, but that's one of the hotter stadiums that, if you think geographically, that one, that's going to be one of the hotter ballparks. So
for sure.
Choose the time of year wisely.
Definitely. Okay.
I know that from Tallahassee, being at those games.
Yeah.
It was pretty hot today too. I was at the NC State game.
Right. Yeah, you were. All right. Okay. What's your? Now we're getting. Is this number 4? Number 5. Oh, okay. 5. Okay.
So Minnesota, Target Field.
Okay.
So that was really cool. I was out there last April. Got to see 2 of my favorite teams, the Twins and the Red Sox.
Yes.
That's a nice stadium there aesthetically with the limestone. It's a lot calmer out there in the Midwest. So it's a different fan base. They're not going to have the crazy fans as much, and
that's true.
It's a little bit more of just an honorable game out there.
Right.
But I had to put that one on the list. That's one of my favorite teams.
Yeah. It made top 5. Yeah. They have some nice ballpark because they have the beautiful Vikings stadium there. Yeah. So they've got some nice stadiums there, man.
Yeah. They split off. It used to be the Metrodome. I was there years ago, and for all the Minnesota fans, I think it was bittersweet to let that go. But they, like you just said, there's 2 beautiful ones out there.
Right. You sure do. Okay. All right. Now we've got number 4.
Colorado. That's Coors Field.
Yes.
That's a stadium.
That was beautiful.
Colorado, Denver, it's a hard state to pass up whether you're going for sports or traveling.
Right.
So that's one. Choose the time of the year wisely. I was there early on, and it was cold and it hailed before the game. So you don't get that everywhere.
No, not at all.
I've heard from some friends that they had a similar experience, but
okay.
If you're there this year, the season kicked off at the end of March.
Right.
So if you're there March, April, you might be looking at a cold one. Where
still cold,
come summertime with the elevation, you could be looking at a game in the 90s or maybe pushing 100.
I could see. Okay.
Shockingly.
Ooh. Wow.
But gorgeous views. The Rocky Mountains are incredible. They have the right field porch way up for, again, the 21 plus, the Coors Light, and all of the good stuff from Golden, Colorado that they have to serve there. It's a different taste when you get it for real out there in the Rockies.
Okay, you'll have to definitely check that. I know, Diego, when you were pulling the stadiums, because you weren't familiar with that one, that really got your attention.
Yeah, it did. I wasn't expecting that, but it looked really good.
Yeah. We'll have to catch that one, man. Yeah, because we've been catching. I say every summer we've been catching 1 or 2 stadiums the last few years.
Yeah.
So we'll have to definitely catch some this summer. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now we're getting into the top 3. Top 3. So what's number 3?
So I'm glad that you said that you were shocked about Coors Field. So this one shocked me was the Cincinnati Reds, Great American Ballpark.
Wow.
One of the first, but this one was actually my last. So I was able to make it there last year as well. And really cool views, another river. You don't even realize it, but I guess if you hit it far enough, which would be impossible, you could hit it into Kentucky from there.
Man.
It's a cool stadium. They have a lot of history in that organization. The gift shops are very nice. And
wow.
I was just pleasantly surprised. I mean, it's one that I would like to go back soon, and it sounds like I might be going up in August for a game. I've got a friend going up, and I might tag along for that trip.
Nice.
So I would definitely put that one near the top of your list.
Yeah, I never would have thought that one. So yeah, you're definitely educating us on that.
I think that there was a reason why I had it last, and now I would certainly move it up the list.
For sure. Okay. All right, now number 2. What's the number 2? Your second best ballpark in major leagues.
So I think these top 2 have to get reserved for the classics. So Wrigley Field.
Oh man,
I was watching a highlight earlier today, and it's a good reminder. Go in the summer when the ivy has a chance to grow, and you're not looking at a dead wall. You want to see some true green out there.
Right.
But classic scoreboard in the outfield. They have some seats that. Just an iconic thing outside of the stadium on a building.
Yeah, they have those. I think I don't know, condos, but yeah, they have residences over there.
Sure.
And the rooftops over there. That's one of the other stadiums in the top 10 that I have been to years ago. Matter of fact, I think I was there before they put the lights in, because they didn't have lights back in the day. So I remember it was a big deal when they had lights.
I had that on my list about saying to go for a day game. I saw them play the rival Cardinals there, and that was one to go to. There's a restaurant outside of the stadium in right field called Bleachers, which I guess is a pretty iconic stop if you're going to the game for a pregame, postgame snack.
Okay.
So
good. All right. And then, hey, number one, what is the number one ballpark to go to? If you could not go to any other park, we're picking one. What is the top ballpark to go to in Major League Baseball, Stuart?
So I'm going Fenway.
Okay.
I think it's awesome. I've never watched the game from on top of the Green Monster.
Yeah.
But it's super cool. The fan base. I'm sure the Yankee fans wouldn't attest to it, but yeah, it's a special place.
Yeah.
So that's one. I grew up going to probably the most games there.
Yeah.
Uncle was a season ticket holder. I've caught a World Series game there before. So,
oh, my goodness.
So that one's definitely a memorable one to go to with family and close to home. I know I get to see family and friends every time I'm up there in New England. So.
Wow. So been to a World Series game there in Fenway.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Diego, I think you had one more question for Stuart.
Oh, yeah. So who would you say is your baseball GOAT?
Ooh.
The baseball GOAT. So I would say, the greatest of all time, not necessarily my favorite player. So
yes, the greatest.
Okay, the greatest.
That's
in my lifetime or all? Well, probably, because I would say it's got to be someone that I would see. So I would go probably contrary to the Red Sox. I would probably pick a Yankee. I'm going to go with Derek Jeter.
All right.
That guy was a class act. He stayed with the organization throughout everything.
Yes.
And I would say maybe likewise Cal Ripken. Those guys were very honorable to their fan bases and put up the numbers. You think about a guy like Cal Ripken, he went all those games without sitting out one.
Right, yes.
Iron Man. So I think that those guys it would be a close tie for first. And, I'd tip my cap to both of them. But it's been a pleasure to just see some of these guys over the years and guys that have made Hall of Fame campaigns. I've been to Cooperstown before, and hopefully a lot more memories to come. We got a new stadium coming up in Vegas, and then I'm living in Greater Tampa right now. I've been watching some outdoor baseball while they figure out what they're doing down my way. So.
Yeah. Man, well, we're looking forward to tagging along with you to a game tomorrow. And you are a true sports fan. And then also for you to be a Red Sox, but be able to say Derek Jeter, that says a lot about you.
Sure. So. and I'm repping the Rays shirt today.
That's right.
Taylor Walls, he went to Florida State, and he's repping our university well.
Yeah, sure is. Well, Stuart, we appreciate you. We appreciate you making the trip here from Florida. We appreciate all the love and support of the channel, and we're looking forward to doing much more with you in the future, my man.
Let's do it. Yeah, looking forward to that game tomorrow.
Yes.
Blue Devils Hokies.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Stuart Marshall. Oh. All right. Now, you know what? We have a huge moment coming up. But there was a question from the audience about the Texas Rangers Stadium. There was a question there. Can we get Stuart to come up with the mic and just address that? Come on up, Stuart, maybe up here. There was a question, Dwayne Thompson asked, where would Texas Rangers Stadium rank?
So I was there 2 years ago, and I looked it up. It is actually the newest stadium, 2020. I tried to see all angles of the ballpark, and I just wasn't that big of a fan of it, unfortunately. Again, I think to have the claim to fame, you have to go see them all. But there were some views out there in right field that you couldn't even see the warning track, unfortunately.
Okay.
Super tall stadium. There's a lot of angles that you can't see the game as good as you would want to.
Yeah. And with that, and this is so Texas. Anyone that's been to Texas, this is a very Texas. Diego, okay, that's a brand new stadium, okay, and there's angles where you can't see, right?
Yeah.
But Diego, what stood out about you about the Texas Rangers Stadium? Because we were there this past summer.
Yeah, so I saw they had the brand new stadium, of course, right there. But then on the other side of the street, they had the old stadium that still looks really good, just sitting there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one it was tough for me to not make it to the old ballpark there in Arlington.
Yeah.
My dad would travel down to Dallas quite a bit, and he had caught that stadium a couple times. I guess I wasn't able to get there in time.
Yeah.
But no, definitely a good community, good fans there. Jerry World's right next door as well.
Right.
But yeah, that's one. I don't know if I'd be rushing back necessarily.
And what stood out to us is that they didn't even tear the old one down. Like, it's great. Like, the lights were on and everything. They had a perfectly good stadium right next to the other one, and they're both just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if maybe one of the college teams is playing there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all right.
Well, there's time to go back if they want.
That's right.
Maybe they could do like a retro game or something like that.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks again, Stuart. I just wanted you to answer that question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Right on.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to make history here. We have a high school basketball player that we've been following that we're proud of, lives in the Clayton community. And, before we bring him on, we have a quick video, and then we're going to talk to him, talk to his father, learn more about their story, and then we're going to go ahead and sign his letter of intent to his college. But before we do that, let's go ahead and play a quick video.
To Mars, Jordan.
I pick 'em like a pro, Global ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. I pick 'em like a pro, Global ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions when you walk through the halls. You can place your bet with us, cause you know we gon' win them all. Yeah, this is a major play. We do it big in a major way. Diego be having the pick of the day. Here we come, don't care if you ready. We them boys, the gold is heavy. Top picks like cheese, no shredded. Number one is where we headed. I'm a grizzly, a bear like Desmond. I'm a Steeler, no saint, no reverend. Making plays is our profession. Do it big, it's now or never. I got game like I'm moving clever. We be reaching all different levels. Never breaking, we hitting the pedal. Right on time, we riding on schedule. I pick 'em like a pro, Global ball, talking pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not field goal. We the winning team, champions.
Oh, man. Woo! Yeah. I especially like that one there, man. We got up there and jammed it. That was nasty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tough.
All right, Diego, why don't you do the honors on this one, man?
All right, now we got Southern Wake Academy basketball star Jeremiah Henson.
What's up, my man?
How you doing?
Nice. How you feel?
Feel great. real excited.
Yeah, man. This is great. So, we've been following you for a while. We've always loved your intensity. You got that dog in you, and just bring a certain presence to the game. So I remember first time I've told you this. First time me and Diego saw you play. I remember making a comment. You guys were about to play some of the old heads.
Yeah.
And I looked at y'all. I said, man, I think these young guys are about to take it. And you didn't even make eye contact. You were like, yeah, you thought right. Yeah. I said, oh, I like him.
Gotta be confident.
That's right. Yes. So, man, congratulations, man. Why don't you go ahead and just tell everybody a little bit about your journey so far.
As a freshman, I always had my dad there with me, especially my mom. They was always my biggest supporters. Started off at Word of God, then transferred to Clayton. and then it just soared from there. And then going into my senior year, transferring mid-year, it just making big adjustments and all that. But it was a really great journey. I really appreciate everything that's happened and just made me the character of who I am today.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
All right.
When did you realize you had what it takes to be a college basketball player at the next level? Was there like a specific moment or game?
Since I was young, I've always had that type of chip on my shoulder, especially getting it from my dad. He's been telling me since I'm young, since I'm like the smaller guard and all that, I have to do X, Y, Z better than the next man. So I have to be better than the taller guy, better than the next guard. So it just came down to who really wants it more. And if I really wanted it, then I had to believe in myself at all times. So it's not really like a moment. It just clicked in my head, knowing what I could do.
Yeah. So, man, tell us, Jeremiah, man, what was the recruiting process like? I know the landscape has changed now, as far as, being able to play more years at certain schools and whatnot. But just tell us a little bit about the process and how it was for you this past year.
I had to be very humble, keep my head down, just stay in the gym at all times, because now different recruiting coaches, they like to pick out the portal, the transfer portal. They like to pick JUCO colleges, usually D3 and higher, so it makes it harder for the high school guys. But if you just stay humble, stay at it, and stay in the gym at all times and stay confident, then it'll always be good for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So without revealing the school yet, what were some of the most important factors when you were looking for in a school that fit for you?
It was just, I was trying to get somewhere where I can play immediately and make an impact, and then be able to just show people who I am and show how I can provide on the floor as a teammate, off the floor as a character. It's all amazing. It's just, I gotta be who I am.
Yeah, yes. Definitely, yes. Round of applause. Well, you know what, Jeremiah, let's go ahead, because my next question will be more of a two-parter here, or for both of you. But let's go ahead and bring somebody that I know has been a major influence in your life and has helped you, get to where you are right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jeremiah's father, Mr. Chris Henson. All right. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So it's great to have you on here. We talked about this moment. So, man, just tell us, as we talked about this for a little bit, tell me about the rides in the car. All right, tell me about the rides in the car and just the overall bond that the two of you have.
Well, first things first, everyone put your hands together for Derek and Diego for this amazing show. I really appreciate you having us. As far as these car rides, man, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but all the time they're influential, and we create a lot of moments in those car rides. A lot of things that people don't see, the conversations that me and Jeremiah have, building up, maybe after a loss or maybe after a win, there's always an opportunity to encourage and give him that solid foundation, and understanding who he is, understanding what he can bring to the game, and understanding that the world is going to know who he is very soon.
Yes, that's right. I love it.
How do you see your game translating to the next level, and what are you excited to bring to your team?
I'm a really good player, but I really want to bring my defense. I feel like every team needs a defensive player, and my energy. I feel like my energy will pick up different players, pick up my team, and then it'll just immediately impact the entire game in general.
Okay. Yeah. He does have that dog on defense. I love it. I see you there slapping your leg, and getting ready. Everybody knows that he was watching the play. Yes. So, Jeremiah, man, a lot of great players, they have that chip. They have that chip on their shoulder. So, man, just tell me about that, and tell me, what do you still have to prove at this next level?
It's not even like proving to different people. It's proving to myself, because I know I can do it. It's now to the point where the lights are on me. and I have to prove to everyone that I can do it. It's about being confident, and as I'm confident in myself, I'm going to show the entire world who I am.
All right. Love it. Yes, you will.
So off the court, what are you looking forward to most in the next chapter of your life?
I really say like the college experience because I'll be moving out the house. No, I'm just joking. I'll be moving out the house and all that. So like being with those college teammates and then living their lifestyle and then going to class and then just being in that environment is just going to be real fun and a big change for me.
All right. That's great. That's great. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment everyone's been waiting for. Man, are you ready to make this official? We're going to bring the camera over here, and I guess you can make the announcement and then sign. You ready to make it official, man?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll let you you guys do the honors here. Announce.
Who you going to be first?
There we go.
I will be committing to Central Carolina and Sanford, North Carolina. It's been a great opportunity. They have been basically an extended home for me and my family, and the coaches over there are amazing, and I can't wait to get started.
All right, fantastic. Put hands together. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll slide that cup over to the side, and we'll get the camera over here, and we'll get you to sign that official letter, my man. Yes, making history. Love it. Man, so, Dad, how do you feel, man?
It's a long journey. It's a long time coming. You got to understand that he's been working at this since he was 5 years old. He was my ball boy when I was coaching at Green Hope. He's been around the game his entire life. This didn't happen by mistake, and this isn't the last door that opens for him. This is just one of many, and I just want everyone to know that Jeremiah Henson is coming.
That's right. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. You and also, I believe you have at least a 4.0 average.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Gotta stay on the books.
Yes. So doing it on and off the court. A lot of times that's not highlighted enough, but yeah, man, 4.0 average is amazing. So, and I know you work at it. When I reached out this morning, you were already at the gym. So yeah, you're putting in work. Just keep that discipline. We're proud of you. This is just the next step, and we'll be following you, my man. So congratulations, and we'll be following you this next season.
Thank you.
All right, put your hands together for. Oh, we got a question. Oh, my bad. Oh, online. Okay. Oh, this is from Kevin Thomas online. Jeremiah, what are your core values for life now, on and off the court? What are your core values for life now, on and off the court?
Everything's a big adjustment. So now that college work is going to be added to my schedule, I maintain college, I maintain off and on the court basketball, maintain family, friends. I think everything's just going to be a big adjustment for me, but I feel like I can handle it all. I think it's going to be real fun. I think since I got my dad with me, he's going to be right there with me, and of course my mom in the crowd.
That's right.
Everybody's going to be there with me, so it's going to be a great time.
That's right. Let's give a round of applause for Mom, y'all. Yes. That's right. Oh, man. Yeah, this is special. Thank you for the question, Unc. And then, put that back up from my wife. Another great father and son. So that's for my wife, all right?
Thank you.
Yes, a pair. And then was there another comment here? What was the next one? Did I miss one? Okay. Oh, that was it? All right, okay. Thank you, Summer, for keeping it straight. All right, well, once again, we'll be following you, man. Congratulations, and we'll be keeping up with you. So put your hands together for Jeremiah and Chris Henson. All right. We'll be right back.
Thank you, man.
Nice. All right. You're doing it. Chill. You didn't smack my shirt almost off me. Proud.
Thank you again. Just to begin. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, we're gonna end with a bang, truly a bang, y'all, because you don't want to miss this performance that's coming up from Tommy and Jonny. You do not want to miss this. But before we do that, right before we do that, anybody want a free giveaway? Giveaway? All right. Is Lexy Gomez in the house? Where you at? Come on up. Hey, there you are, Lexy. All right. So, Lexy, thank you for joining us again. Lexy is our sponsor tonight, and we're going to give away something good. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you're giving away tonight?
I'm giving away my gourmet boutique mini cookies. I have a new set. I have the original box, the seasonal box, and the holiday box.
Yes.
These boxes just launched on my website earlier today, so like everything's very premium.
Beautiful.
Very exciting, yeah.
So go ahead and tell them what is your website?
Lexy'sBussinBaking.com. You can go on there now, place in your orders, and yeah, you guys can try them today too as well. I have some at the end that I can give away to everyone.
All right. So I guess we can pull two. We can pull two names?
Yes, I did bring 2 boxes.
All right, 2 boxes. So we're going to pull 2. So let me pull this first ticket here. All right, here we go. Why don't you read that off, my man?
2960098.
All right. You got a winner. All right. Going once. Going twice. All right. Let's read the next one.
All right. 2960054.
All right, we got a winner. Hey, Mr. Matt. What's up? Yep, come on up. We'll take that. All right, we're going to run it through the verification process. Okay, you passed.
Enjoy.
All right. Congratulations. And then we're going to pull. Yep, get them there. And then here's another. Wait one second. All right. And then we got one more to pull.
All right, we got 2960056.
Bingo. Back. Oh, nope. All right, going once, going twice. All right.
2960083.
Ooh,
right.
this last one.
Going once, going twice.
All right.
Yep.
2960052.
Oh man. All right. Here we go.
2960069.
Oh, we got a winner. We got a winner in the back. There we go. All right.
And then
Okay. Oh, we got one more. Oh, yep. We'll take that. All right. Thank you. Grab your box. Oh, and then I understand, Lexy, we have one more thing to give away?
we have a gift certificate of $20, so you could go on Lexy'sBussinBaking.com and buy a box.
Okay, all right, so we have one more. So, Diego, read that one off.
All right, we got 2960058.
Uh-oh, we got a winner. Come on up. Yeah, yes. Come on up, my man. Give me some. Yes, sir. Yes, it's Lexy's Bussin' Bacon. Yes, check out our website, the support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, and hold on, a big happy birthday, all right, to your dad.
To my dad, Alex.
Yes, big happy birthday. Yes, thank you for spending your birthday with us. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. Now, we Here we go. We're going to get into our last thing. Are y'all ready for a performance? Man, I'm telling you, man, don't leave. Don't leave. All right. Let's go ahead and bring on Tommy, and Jonny. Come on the set, y'all. Come on. Let's talk to you for a minute. Come on. All the way from upstate New York, Tommy is. Yep. Come on in. What's up, y'all? Yeah.
What up?
Man. Give me some.
Oh, what up, man?
Yes.
My bad.
You good.
I didn't do that on purpose, I promise.
So Tommy, Celtics fan.
Die hard.
All right, who they playing in the finals?
In the finals, OKC.
OKC, okay.
OKC.
See, all of us smart people that pick the Celtics, we picked them going against OKC. We're just on it.
Say that one more time.
Right.
All of us what?
All of us smart.
Yep.
Smart Celtic people. You know what I mean?
All right.
You know, hey, Diego, you know your dad's a bandwagoner, man.
Yeah, he's a bandwagon. He can't be talking.
Any team that's popping at the moment, he's on that wagon.
Exactly.
We all know. That was that steel chip in ViNo's ear that made that thing go
Yeah,
off.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, Diego, I believe you got a question for our guys here.
So who is your guys' top 5 rappers of all time?
Oh, wow. ViNo, take it.
That's tough. Like, I try to be versatile myself, and I listen to a wide range of different music in general, but even hip-hop. But I'm from that era, Tupac and Biggie. Like, those two go up in there.
Yeah.
Nas, I was big on Nas growing up. Nas is that storyteller, real lyrical type rapper. Got to bring some of this era in. Joyner Lucas.
Absolutely.
Joyner Lucas. I mean, deep fire. The Game. I got to bring Game in.
Ooh, okay.
And I don't do too much like real heavy like gangster rap, especially like West Coast like that. But
Right.
Game is just his passion, his drive, like that ferocity that he comes up with. Like, it's insane to me. Like, it's insane to me. So that's what we got, 4?
I don't know. You listed off a whole bunch of them, man.
Yeah.
You got one for me?
Yeah, you got one more?
You got one for me?
I got my own top 5.
Okay. What's your top 5, Jonny?
Top 5. Obviously, to me, for his lyrical ability and just the way that he knows how to.
Tommy ViNo. I know.
That's right.
Hey, it's Tommy ViNo.
All right.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Eminem next. Okay. Big Pun.
Oh, yeah.
Nas, Jadakiss. So what's that, 4?
Yeah. Yep.
And I would definitely have to go with Joyner Lucas. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
fire, man.
I like that. I like that.
A lot of heart.
Yes,
like that.
absolutely.
Man, so Tommy, man, we appreciate you coming all the way from upstate New York to let us witness your greatness here. So I understand you're going to perform 2 hot songs for us, and then we're going to end off with the Pick'em Pros remix. All right?
Yes.
Now this song is very, very special, so y'all want to get up for this because this beat, the beat that you guys are rapping over was put together by Tavares Jordan.
Yep.
Okay, Tavares Jordan is about to be Grammy-winning producer.
Yep.
Okay, produced Heart of a Woman. All right, so he produced this track for Pick'em Pros. So this track plays at the end of every Pick'em Pro show.
Yep.
All right, so it's special to us. And again, shout out to my Mom Dukes. Mom Dukes said we can never play another beat to end our show.
What?
Yeah?
Yes, she said we can never play another beat because she loves that beat so much.
Shout out to my dude.
The one that we,
Yes, the one
that we're doing.
The one that you guys
Oh,
rapping.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna have to crochet me a Pick'em Pros patch on my next winter hat.
Sure, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, get her on, man.
Sure.
Hey,
sure.
shout out to my Dukes.
That's right.
I need a new winter hat.
That's right. Shout out. That's right. Oh, and Mom, I forgot to bring you up about Power Slap. So I forgot on that. So you got lucky because I was supposed to bring you up on that one.
You were gonna bring your mom up on a power slap.
Yes, because again, one of the best slappers I know.
What?
One of the best slappers I know is my mom.
Oh yeah. Okay, I feel you now.
Yes,
absolutely.
Man, she's
watch out for my Duke. She's done it for you, man.
She has and my mom's from Detroit, from the D.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
So she has a legendary slap that the family still talks about to this day. All right,
What's it called?
We all say, remember that time?
Yeah.
When we were in Detroit? Yeah, yes. She has a legendary slap.
Is there a name for it?
Will Smith.
Will Smith?
I can't say it on the show. There is a name for it, but I can't say it on the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Keep it PG.
Yeah, but you can imagine what
I
it is.
feel you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's a training exercise for my man over here.
Yeah.
Get you ready.
Yes. Hey, real quick though. My wife was like, man, I wonder if he would take a slap from somebody tonight. I was like, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Next show.
Next one.
Next show.
Next one.
Yeah.
And shout out to my brother, because I don't know if he did neck exercises or not, but he's one of the best people I know of taking a slap.
Oh, boy.
Because he's taken many a slap. So anyway.
Yeah, because you were a good kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
I was the best kid.
I heard that.
Yes. All right. Well, man, I want you to get on stage, Tommy. But man, for that, man, just tell us a little bit, because as soon as you finish, we're gonna get on out of here. But tell us about this Pick'em Pros remix song, man, and you guys just putting this together.
Yeah, man. First, shout out to Javaris Jordan.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The beat is fire.
Yes.
The beat is fire. And
Yes.
I don't know if y'all heard the song that's bringing everybody up in here, the Pick'em Pros anthem. Like that's him too, right?
Yep, that's him too.
The man is
Yes.
he's nice.
Super
He's
talented.
Nice. So John sent me the beat.
Yep.
And already, I mean, you know how Johnny is, gassing everybody up. Like,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, telling me to get on my A game for it and make sure that we're ready, make sure that we know how important this song is to y'all,
Yes.
to everybody else that's going to be listening and following and watching the podcast. So we took it in, sat in the studio, took our time, played around with it, listened and learned from you guys, like watching the podcast.
Absolutely.
I mean, like a little bit of everybody's incorporated into the lyrics, which y'all will hear.
Yep.
But yeah, we wanted to make it something that's not only just part of the podcast, but brings in the podcast and your team and everybody involved in it. So
Love it.
yeah,
Love
made
it.
it special for us.
It's a
and hopefully
pretty
special for
good mesh.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it blends together really well.
Yeah. You really
Excited for y'all to hear it.
It's one that you'll really have to pay attention to the lyrics too, because there's a lot of meanings in there.
Well, there's something my boy Diego don't really know much about with today's music that's out.
Yep.
There's a lot of intricate bars involved in this song.
Yep.
It's no Playboy Cardi stuff. You know?
All right. Okay.
Come on, man. You know we love you here.
That's right. All right, man. Well, let's go into it, man. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tommy.
Tommy.
Let's go.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey. Thank y'all. Listen. Music is changing in so many ways. Radio pop songs getting so many plays. The underground is blazing with so many tapes. Only a handful of them real. There's so many fakes. Not acknowledged as a pro, although I know what it takes. Patience and dedication mixed with focus and faith. I know that they'll hate, but someday we'll be known with the grace. I finally cracked the code. I'm about to open the safe and show you my full potential, cause I know what's at stake. My name and my reputation if I fold up a break. Slowing down will be my only mistake. I take fate and put it behind bars like I roll with a cape. And my goal is full control, I'm jumping over the gates. Fully loaded and exploding in the door in your face. No more ignoring his face. I've matured in this race. Trevor Bain, 3D, at a glorious pace. Work hard for a living, no one's handing me cake. I'll do whatever to make it for my family's sake. We got bills to pay and mouths to feed. Different from most because I'm not bound to greed. Now I see a way to escape worst humility. Find my demographics attacking with versatility. Dance jams for clubs, bass for in the whip. Catchy hooks for radio you can't forget. A little something for the ladies, showing them love. Little something for the streets with the soul of a thug. Music about struggle, music about strife, music about pain, music about life. Hype songs for partying, having a fun time. The controversial parodies flooded with punchlines. Songs that make you laugh, songs that make you cry, songs that give you goosebumps. Open your eyes, realize what's going on and see the big picture. Listen to the message hidden within the scripture. Something so moving, something so real. Instead of just hearing my words, try to feel. It's all about emotion in the music we play. So no matter how you feel with any tune you could change. Let me take the reins and guide you with the sound. Fasten your seat belts, it's about to go down. Woo. First, oh, run that back, bring that. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Give it up for the DJ too.
Yeah, head first, I was birthed with a gift and a curse, so ripping the verse, but I really didn't get it at first. Learn how to take advantage of my talent as a team from the second that I stepped onto the scene. I spit it clean, fascinated with the fast life, getting cash, sick of struggling growing up in the middle class. Eyes wide as a mash on the gas, head first, I don't want to finish last. Back in the past, I made a lot of mistakes, learned from them on the come up, now I'm trying to escape out of poverty so I can see that lottery cake. So I gotta bring it all to the table, I ain't trying to wait, get it? No time to lose. If you ever had to live in my position, you'll be grinding too. It's a wise state of mind that defines the rules to separate the elevated from the common fools. Choose your own path, it's your God-given right to pick. You only got one life to live. The design of a G on the grind in the street is the same that applies to a college degree. You gotta keep it. Day of my birth, and I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Yeah, head first since the day of my birth, and I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Head first since the day of my birth, I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Yeah, head first since the day of my birth. Yeah. Listen, it's mind over matter. What's the matter with your mind? It's hopeless if you ain't focused on the grind. I spend a lot of time trying to find a way to rise to the top. Gotta keep it head first, devising a plot. I know I'm a slip and fall. It's the only way to learn to get up and stand tall. I know I gotta crawl before I can start walking. Promise on my mama till like put me in a coffin. I'ma do me like I've always done. Can't slow down for my daughters and my son. Do whatever it takes till the day we get right. Even if I gotta do it in the middle of the night, I fight to the death, to my last breath. As long as this heart still beats in my chest, I will not rest, I will not quit, and live by the code spoken like a true pimp. Say it with me, head first since the day of my birth, and I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Yeah, head first since the day of my birth, and I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Yeah, head first since the day of my birth, and I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Yeah, head first since the day of my birth, I'ma be the same way till I leave in a hearse. Yeah, head first.
Yo.
Y'all feel me on that one?
Y'all feel him, right? Yo, that was
Gotta
fire.
keep it head first. Gotta keep it head.
Showmanship at its best right there.
Oh, I hear you. My dude.
So this is the new Pick 'em Pros Anthem remix. Hope y'all like it.
Can I get y'all to shout with us one time when I say pick 'em? Y'all say pros, pick 'em, pros, pick 'em, pros. When I say pick 'em, y'all say pros, pick 'em, pros, pick 'em, pros. Let's go.
Yep.
Woo. We in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick 'em Pros is the show
you've been waiting for. And the no kicks and clothes and your favorite sports. NFL,
NBA, and more.
Yeah, yeah. Game flow, they know. Not your same old, same old. Come and see the double D's, Derek and Diego. Dropping that knowledge you want. Professional college and on. Lock in and follow the fun. The dynamic duo of father and son. In the mix with the greatest, we'll get you acquainted with Christopher Davis. He's sick with the Lakers, but picking your favorites. He's changing the game and updating the playlist. And you know we gotta show love for the ladies and shout out Brianna, the future of females in sports and recording. Subtitle and following, loaded reporting. Danger way, keeping you up on the latest waves, giving you stats, opinions, and facts, and breaking down all the greatest plays. Special guest showing love, all the fans show it too. We the best, number one. You already know the name is
Pick 'em Pros is the show y'all been waiting for.
In the no kicks and clothes and your favorite sports. Bet it well, NFL, NBA, and more. Making your day for sure. Link in and take a tour.
Start on the right track with the Pick 'em Pros anthem. It's not random, it doubles and addendum. And the feature and a feature, and it's all gonna come in a fandom. When it comes to the right pick, they're all psychic. Even C-Pain is sidekick. Boom, the activity is seismic. On a mountain so high, can't climb it. Wanna be on a team that elevates at a better rate than a featherweight versus a heavyweight. There ain't no better way. Gotta let them demonstrate second to none with the numbers they generate. With the interstate like field goals, and they never take it defeat. Steel toes, and they blowing up on the reel though. And when it comes to them, you know what deep it's on that island. Every social platform shouldn't be that hard to find them. Every north to the south, east and west. Everybody knows the Father always knows best. Pick 'em Pros is the show y'all been waiting for.
And no kicks and clothes and your favorite sport. Bet it well, NFL,
NBA, and more.
Making your day for sure. Link in and take a tour. Hey.
Pick 'em.
Make some noise for the Pick 'em Pros, y'all.
Pick 'em Pros. Pick 'em Pros. Pick 'em Pros. Pick 'em Pros. Woo!
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yes. Oh, Johnny. Yes, you got the thumbs up of approval. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the love and support. You met so many great athletes tonight. Keep checking us out. Follow everybody that's been on the show, and we will be back here at Kings June 7th with another fire show. Check us out in the studio this upcoming Friday as we give Christopher Davis C-Pain the business. We love y'all. See y'all next time. We are out. Peace and love. Let's go.